My name, Edmund Yakani, Executive Director of CEPO. I would like to take this opportunity with high respect and honor to raise a concern with a loud voice to the attention of the political leadership in Juba and Khartoum. I have received multiple phone calls from South Sudanese individuals, mainly women who are tea sellers, who are right now in various prisons across Sudan, and they may likely face political trial because they are caught up in the political violence between the Sudan Armed Forces under the current leadership in Khartoum and the Rapid Support Forces. Most of them are saying they are in prisons across various towns of Sudan and they're undergoing political trial, as they call me per the call of today. And mostly some of the calls came from Omdurman prison, where there's a quite number of South Sudanese women in that prison. And the women were saying they're likely to be forced to accept political crimes that they are in support of Rapid Support Forces in order for them to face trial, or they may face death sentences. And likely even some of them may face death sentences because of the political divide or political discontented position among the warring parties in Sudan. Yes, we are aware political situation took place in Sudan, and that may likely force South Sudanese to pay allegiance to any either of the warring parties in Sudan. And this shouldn't be a source of a political trial where South Sudanese will face a harsh trial in Sudan that may include death sentences. I would like to remind, in a respectful and constructive manner, the political leadership in Juba and Khartoum. There's a need to establish a joint committee to look into these issues, and I would like to appeal to our National Legislative Assembly leadership to raise a motion to ask our Minister of Foreign Affairs to work with the Sudan Embassy here to look into these issues of South Sudanese who are facing legal trial in various prisons in Sudan on whatever allegations they are. But also I'd like to remind Juba and Khartoum that the two capitals have signed 4 freedoms. Among the 4 freedoms is freedom of movement and residency. We are aware that the political instability Khartoum have faced is the same political instability Juba have faced. I will appeal to Juba and Khartoum, the citizens of the two countries. In the face of your political differences, they shouldn't be persecuted because of your political differences. It is very important that we have to remember history, that these are two historic countries. The citizens of these two countries should not face any legal persecution because of a political differences among the political establishment that are rivaling over the control of power, being it in Khartoum or being it in Juba, like previously what has happened in South Sudan. Therefore, I'm appealing on the basis of humanity, on the basis of respect of human rights, on the basis of history, political track record between Juba and Khartoum, I will urge that the South Sudanese who are facing trial in various prisons of Sudan should be forgiven and should be handled in a respectful manner. My appeal to Juba, and specifically to His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit and His Excellency the President of the Sovereign Council in Sudan, Burhan, there's a need for you to establish a joint committee for safety and security and protection of the civilians of the both countries. Juba must respect South Sudanese with all their human rights, and Khartoum must respect South Sudanese with all their rights. My appeal is that we wish to see an urgent response between Juba and Khartoum in establishing a committee. As an activist, we are in good terms with Sudanese Embassy in Juba. I will approach His Excellency Ambassador of Sudan in Juba and our Minister of Foreign Affairs that at least a joint working team should be established to handle the fate of South Sudanese who are caught up in the violence in Sudan, who are in various prison or detention cells of Sudan. My appeal to the government of Sudan and Sudan Armed Forces and the Rapid Support Force that please never hold our South Sudanese victims or don't jeopardize their rights. Please respect their rights and make sure that if they commit a crime, alert Juba and let their crimes be handled in a legal due process. Thank you very much.